Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have just been really missing Disney lately, and so I decided to make another Disney video. I wanted to talk about what you miss when you're not at Disney anymore, when you've done a college program or have worked there or done a professional internship or just any of those things. When you're a cast member, it changes your life so much. And I just wanted to talk about those things and talk about the things they don't tell you are gonna happen. I'm gonna start out with my experiences, my things that I miss, the things that happened to me that they didn't tell me was gonna happen. Then I'm gonna go and look on my phone, and that was upside down. On my phone, I asked some of my friends to tell me what they missed and to tell me like what their experiences were. Let's get started. I think the number one thing they don't tell you, and I don't know why I didn't think about this, but you make best friends. You make the best friends you've ever had. And they live all around the world, but for right then, in those 4, 6, 10 months, you all live at Disney World. And you become a new family, and as soon as you're off work, you get together, you hang out, you play games, you eat food, you go to the parks, you ride rides, and do all these super fun things and have all these super cool, amazing opportunities and experiences together. And then in the blink of an eye, it's all over and you have to say goodbye, and you don't see them again for a long time, possibly. And some of them, you know, everyone's stories are different. Some people, their roommates become best friends and then they stay roommates and they move in together outside of Disney housing and whatever. But some of those friends you don't see for a really long time. And there's one friend in particular who was one of my best friends who lives in Australia, and I haven't seen him since a year after he left on our internship, which was June of 2016. Was when he left and went back to Australia. And I was so blessed to see him again in June 2017, and I haven't seen him again since then. It's been a year and a half since I moved back to Disney for a while. A lot of people came to visit me, but anyways, that's just one thing. I don't want to ramble on forever. The other thing that they don't tell you, and this is very common, you might find the love of your life. And you might have to do long distance, but it's so worth it. And for some couples it doesn't last, some couples it does, and some couples they get married and it's the best thing ever. I have some friends that have gotten married to people they met on the college program, and I know lots of couples that met on the college program. So that is like a super exciting thing, and nobody talks about it. They're just like, oh, I hope I find my Prince Charming at Disney, but like it's a real serious thing. And the thing that you don't think about is a lot of times you do have to do long distance, and sometimes it doesn't work and sometimes it doesn't last, and that's okay too. Another thing they don't tell you is how much magic you get to make and how much the real world doesn't feel like magic anymore when you leave. So on both of my college programs, and when I was part-time at Disney for a while, I got to make so much magic, so many magical moments, random things, give ice cream to kids, cookies to kids, cupcakes to kids, all kinds of things. At Toy Story Mania, I would let them re-ride or different things like that, and we would like play with Woody and Buzz and talk back and forth and everything like that. And also just like the language of like calling everybody toys and talking to them as if they're in the movie, and just things like that. And then you get back to the real world and no one cares that much about Disney, and then they think you're a weirdo because you do. Talking from experience, I miss just running through the parks, going to the parks for like an hour just to ride one ride, and that's okay because you live there and you get in for free. Or I miss just going to watch the fireworks and getting ice cream and then leaving, or so many things. Like, I just miss Magic Kingdom so much. I'm gonna start crying. I miss Disney so much because it was just an awesome escape. And I have a picture. This is the picture. It's a picture of him on Main Street, and there's the castle in the background. And it says, when you're stressed, so you go to Magic Kingdom with your boyfriend instead of being productive because it's your happy place and you need a break. And I just miss that so much. I just miss like being able to just run to Magic Kingdom, you know? I'm gonna go ahead and go into what some of my friends said, because a lot of what they said is like what I was thinking but couldn't put into words, but I don't want to take credit for what they said. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. My friend Cubby, who I know from he did a professional internship with Jonathan, and he said, I miss going to the parks and seeing strange, out of the ordinary things. Racing monorails to work. Guys, if you ever did a shift at Magic Kingdom, you know that was the best thing. Like, you're driving underneath and the monorail's above you and you're trying to race it, basically, to see, like, who gets there first. So much fun. Hearing steam whistles in the distance, magic everywhere. I miss it. And then he said, specifically, I miss how everywhere else in the world, that isn't normal. This is something I was going to talk about. But there it was. Kind of made me feel part of something special. What I was going to say is, when I was part-time at Disney and then working third party at Disney and Disney Springs, I lived 5 minutes behind Magic Kingdom. And like north of Magic Kingdom, and from my house I could hear the train whistle, the fairy horns, I could see fireworks at night, I could hear them. Oh, I just miss that, and I miss how it became normal. I would just be outside and hear the Magic Kingdom train whistle and be like, oh, okay, that's normal. It's just little things like that. My friend Haley, who is also a cast member she has been a cast member at Disneyland also, and right now she's currently a cast member for the Disney store. She said the perks and the people and being surrounded by Disney at all times while working. And then we got into another conversation, where she was talking about how, like I said before, like, everyone makes fun of you because you have so many Mickey shirts or a Minnie Mouse onesie or whatever, and like you love Disney so much and no one understands it. My friend Lindsay that I worked with at Toy Story Mania said the friends, the park perks, the crazy rushes that turned out to be awesome. I don't know why, like every other job I've ever had, any like rush is so stressful, and the rushes are stressful at Disney, but you get so used to them because they're so common, and they ended up being so fun, especially in attractions. And then once like you got done with a rush, you felt so accomplished, and it was just so great. And we would like, all of us, like, I don't know, we were just like this family of cast members, and we would just like celebrate, like, yeah, we did that, you know, we just made all those people happy type of a thing. That's another thing I really miss, is making people so happy and like making their vacations and making a difference. I've had so many conversations with people from all around the world, just getting to know their story. They get to know my story. I get to hear how this is the only time in their entire life they might go to Disney, and just crazy stuff like that. And I just don't want to ever take any of that I experienced for granted. And that's my biggest advice to anyone that's going into the college program or going to be a Disney cast member or anything like that. Like, don't take a second of it for granted, because it is so fun. And I definitely didn't love my second program as much as I love my first one. There's just something so special about that first time you're a Disney cast member, and you just can't do that over again. But it was still an amazing experience, and I still loved it. Like, Toy Story Mania was my favorite job I ever had, even though it was my second time working at Disney. So there's just different things and different parts of it that I loved. My friend Chaz, that I know from 2016, said, I miss the people and meeting someone new every day. Like I said, the people from all around the world, that was super cool. My friend Diego in New York, I asked him what he missed, or what he thought that I missed from Disney, and he said me, with the emoji that's like that. My friend Shelby said being able to randomly visit parks on a whim and not feel a need to ride all the rides, but come for a few and chill and people watch. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. People watching at Disney is the best. I miss people watching at Disney so much, because all these people from all around the world, and everyone has different family dynamics and stuff, and it was so funny. And then it was so sweet to see the kids like so excited and so thankful. I keep rubbing my eye, but there's something in my eye and I can't get it out. Oh, got it. It was an eyelash. Oh no, I don't know who said this because I didn't screenshot the name, so I'm really sorry that I can't give you credit. But oh, this was my friend Marissa, I think. She said, literally everything. I seriously thought about doing summer alumni. So Disney has a summer alumni program where they have a 2-month college program for alumni only that can apply, and I definitely thought about doing it in the past too, and I met a bunch of friends that did it on that. I met a bunch of friends, what was I saying? I met a bunch of friends that were on the summer alumni program. That's what I was trying to say. When I was on my programs, you just have this special connection with Disney. Not everyone does, not everyone has it, but for those of us that do, like, we just love Disney and we want to keep going back. I think this is my friend John. Randomly going to the parks whenever, usually before or after work, magical moments, being able to see all the backstage inner workings, letting family and friends experience the magic, and usually for the first time and for free. That was such a fun part, was getting friends and family in for free, especially if it was someone's first trip and you get to be like their little tour guide. I got to go to Disneyland for free, and it was my first time, and that was so much fun. And it was so cool to see like where Walt walked, and he actually built Disneyland, and then he started on Magic Kingdom, but we know he didn't finish it and all that. So that was super cool, and I just miss all those kind of perks. Okay, yeah, this is my friend Haley again, and she said, and people don't look at you weird if you're singing Disney songs or planning your next Disney vacation right after the first one. So those are just things you have to understand, like, people are gonna look at you weird in the real world. My friend Jonah said basically just the community. Like I said, you become this Disney family because you're away from your family, and it's just this awesome community and tight-knit group of friends, and it's so much fun. Friend Macy said, I miss going to Epcot after work, riding Soarin' and going home. I miss making friends from all over the world. Just like I said, the things that I keep saying over and over. My friend Austin said the churros, which is really funny because we met working in Sunset Boulevard quick service together in 2016, and we made the churros. And then he said, and the friendships, and I miss that too a lot. My friend Lindsay said free things to do when you're bored or want to go out and do something. That is my biggest thing that I miss, is having something to do all the time. So you can call up your friends and be like, hey, want to go to Disney Springs and just walk around? Here in North Carolina, there isn't that much to do, and it's cold, so, at least right now. So that's also like really hard for me, especially since I'm an extrovert and I always like to be out of the house doing something. I also asked my group chat friends, so they were all talking about like their lunch breaks and getting to have lunch at Disney and stuff like that. Walking into the park after you're done working is so cool too, and just like things like that. But anyways, that is it for what all my friends said, and I just wanted to say that if you're gonna do a college program, totally do it. Don't let any of these things stop you, because it's the best experience ever. And then even though you don't get to see your friends all the time, and even though you might have a long distance relationship, like, it's better having them in your life. And thank goodness for technology, it's 2019. How crazy is that? I just wanted to talk about that because I've been really missing Disney and needed to talk about it. So I just wanted to put this out there and hopefully help someone. I know I rambled like a ton and this is probably super boring, and I'm so sorry, but I hope this helps you. If you're going to do a college program, just know it's going to be the best experience of your life, and you're going to miss it a lot when it's over. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, comment below if you want to, if you liked it, and subscribe. And I'm trying to do videos more regularly, talking about Disney, talking about essential oils and toxic-free living and long distance and just my life and all that stuff. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Bye. See you real soon.